Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to a very quick random Tuesday video. I have got a very limited time because I need to make the MCN, but I thought this was something that would be interesting to kind of like talk about in just a kind of like a devoted video. So yeah, there's a new challenge coming to the game. It is called the Carinas Trial 7 for 7. Now this is prefaced, is that the word? I don't know, it's late and M says I've got to get to bed, otherwise I'll be in trouble. And that doesn't mean woohoo, hoo, 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 funny times, fun times. It means I need to go to sleep because I've got to wake up early kind of times. Can she hear this? No, she can't because she's plugged in. So anyway, to the point. Bit of a intro. I like to welcome you into my life in any case. A number of designers were discussing how much fun new account challenges are, and we brainstormed some ideas that could infuse some of that feeling into the game without actually requiring a new account. Interesting. Carinas Trial 7 7 represents one of those ideas. It will challenge players to complete every single quest in Act 7 using only 7 stars. Okay. Odd. The idea is that players who want to undertake the challenge will have to make do with what they have as they expand the 7-star roster, often lacking ideal counters and top meta champions. We're hoping it will feel similar to trying to work your way through Act 6 on a new account. Interesting. I got to be honest, every time I hear people like do these new accounts, a lot of people say, oh, it's incredible, this person did this particular like Cavalier in X amount of days, Paragon this amount of days. Like, do bear in mind, a lot of times when people that are already experienced and veteran with the game doing it again, it's kind of like, well, you know what you're doing. Yeah, you know what you're doing. But a lot of people that are new to the game don't know what they're doing. And they're the most impressive people who don't know what they're doing, start off from scratch, learn very quickly, and get it all done. So respect to anybody that's doing that particular process right now or has done that in the past. But this is going to, bring something of an interesting element. Will it be overly difficult? I don't know. Like this is the thing behind it. Like it looks like it should be difficult enough to give, you a challenge. It's a new concept for us, so we wanted to be cautious about how it was implemented. As a result, the rewards were deliberately tuned to not feel mandatory. It's a challenge for those summoners who will enjoy the challenge, but is something that can be safely skipped for those who aren't interested. This is by design. I think this is going to be fun and interesting, but at the same time, will it mean for a more expansive 7-star roster? So, for example, would you go back in time and look at the champions you used against this particular content and go again? And also the extent of, well, it says complete every quest in Act 7 using only 7-star champions. So what does that mean with the extent of grind? What does it mean, Rich? Does it mean anything? Of course it means something, because that is actually quite extensive from a grind perspective. Because I was thinking about like, oh, this sounds like really easy, blah 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 blah. But it does mean that you have to go through it. And hey, you can use easy paths. It will just be a case of going back to Gwemperian again, which I'm not looking forward to revisiting. Gwemperian for me was just like, no, it wasn't Gwemperian. Gwemmaster. I'm not looking forward to going back to Gwemmaster, to be brutally honest. That's probably the worst one. I might leave that to last. I loved both the what's it called, Kang fight and Chapter 4. So of these, like Act 7 had some of my favourite bosses, except for Gwemmaster. And that's the thing. Like Gwemmaster was great so far with Act 8.1. I don't know, I feel like Kabam Sitanis wasn't great. I also felt that what's it called, Behemoth was meh. Just finding a lot of this stuff very grindy, and I think the Kabam Honeydew gave me this kind of like inspiration that the Act 8.3, what's it called? Zeratus, Ceratus, whatever it is, Sciatica, whatever his name is going to be a bit better when it comes to like a build of a of a boss. And that's just a personal thing. Like I'm actually going to do a tier list about some of the best bosses. So I'm actually slightly looking forward to this arriving again, just because I actually quite like some of the fights in Act 7. It's also annoying because Kabam have just like put some of the champions into the 7-star pool. So yay! So there's a 7-star pool right there, and some of those champions are like, damn, I wish I kind of like grabbed them. And I guess it's the thing, isn't it? Like how easy this will be to people's grind. Where is it? There's a post. So that's really the thing. Also, it's gonna. There's a lot on in. There's a lot to do in October, especially if you want to do this. And yeah, like, look, if that goes live on the 14th, you've then got, what is it, like 14 days until the release of Act 8.3. I've got to get it done. I'm excited. I am happy about this being an addition, especially because some of the Carinas challenges just do not sit in with the current meta of the game. So the current meta of the game has gone away. Like, I am not going to go out of my way to do some of the stipulation stuff for some of the Volume 1 and some of the Volume 2. The Volume 2, definitely the Volume 2. It looks like I've done 5 of the Volume 2 of Carinas challenges, but I just have not been interested and don't really feel this fits into the current meta when it comes to this particular event. But I think this is something that is going to be an added fun extra, especially if you like 18,000 7-star shards, 5,000 Titan crystal shards. For me, this is going to be important. Oh, 3 mil, gold, and emotes. I'm not quite sure how it's going to break down to be in the different objectives, and I don't know if it's going to be treated as okay, once you've done the completion, the volume, whatever it is, because I don't know if it's going to be actually treated as that, because it's called Trial 7 for 7. Sorry, I was thinking like 7 quests. No, it's Act 7 for Act 7. It's 7 stars for Act 7. Right, okay. That makes sense. But look, here's the thing. It may not be something you kind of go, I want to go and do now, because you might be like, okay, well, hang on a minute. Wait just a second. You might be like, hang on a minute. I need to expand my 7-star roster. Because you have to bear in mind, you've got to prepare for some of those paths. You've got to do the easy path, of course. We might have to kind of revisit some of the old guides. I might actually have to go back to some of my old Act 7 guides and see whether or not, and I'm looking right now to try and find my quick Act 7 guide, how old that is. Looks like I've got them. They're pretty old. They're pretty ancient, to be honest, but they're going to be broken out again. Especially because I'm looking at like counters for stuff or paths like on... and that's the thing, I'm going, okay, well, for that path, I'll need that champion, but could that champion do it? There's Invade, Turtling, Pleasure to Burn, so I'd need Red Goblin. Do I have it? No. Sunspot is a 7-star. I don't have it. Maybe I'll avoid that path. Maybe I'll go in a different way, different direction. Maybe another champion that's newer could fit the bill, but do bear in mind, it's relatively, newer. Wiccan could do that path. Bishop could do that path. Like these are things like champions being buffed in the past. So there's going to be stuff where I think I might have to look at creating a guide, or tackling it myself. I don't know if I'll tackle it the first week. I've got so much to do in game. But I'm side quest first week. October 4th. It's going to be. We cover for a full week side quest based guides and information. Then we get right into the action. Of course, that's what we do on the channel. But I do want to get busy with this as soon as possible because it's going to be fun. Or I'll do it over the course of the month. I think that may be the best thing, mainly because I want to get all the side quests done, all the event quests done. Act 8.2 100%. Battlegrounds, I've got to do my bit in Battlegrounds, and then arena grinding because Cyber Weekend deals. Act 8.3 drops. It's probably gonna be a very grindy side quest to it, so and we've got to use Summon Symbiote. So there's a lot of stuff going on this month, a lot of stuff that Kabam, and it's permanent. This is the other thing as well. I can be going like, oh god, there's so much to do, but it's permanent. Like, here's the thing: like, if I don't get it done in the first month, or don't put a guide out, then what I could do is do a different time, or just like put out a guide of what I think would be good options for some of this particular content or some of the easy paths, and just throw it out there. Maybe I'll do that. That may be a better thing. I could call it options and put it out in the next few days, maybe. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this? As this is going to be permanent and is going to be starting on the 4th of October. Please let us know what you think. Additionally, if you have any similar ideas for challenges, please let us know, and we will consider them for future content. I like to see that element of positivity. It's nice to see these extra little additions of content. There's Karate Mike saying nice. So that's good. That's fantastic. That's good to see. And everybody getting involved. Yeah, obviously put your thoughts in the comment section. Go. Will you be doing this? Will you be able to have access to do this? That's the next question. Is this going to be up your street, not up your street? Can you not do it? Yeah. Thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Check out some other content. I'll see you all soon. I've got to record the MCN. It's going to be a very scaled down version. My apologies, but I'll, do my best.